Do you know about Renaissance writers? Are you in need of an educational video about Renaissance writers? Then you are in luck. Today we will be talking about some of the famous Renaissance writers of their time. The first writer we will talk about is Niccolo Machiavelli. Machiavelli wrote a guide for rulers on how to gain and maintain power. His book was called The Prince. Machiavelli puts his own personal experience of politics with his knowledge of the past to offer the guide to rulers. Here's an excerpt of this book, The Prince. He who neglects what is done for what ought to be done sooner affects his ruin than his preservation. Machiavelli basically states that he who doesn't do what he is supposed to do will soon affect his kingdom. After him is Baldassare Castiglione. He describes manners, skills, learning, and virtues that a member of the royal court should have, all in a book called The Book of the Courtier. Castiglione saw different ideals for men and women in the royal court. His book states examples of a man to be athletic, but not overactive. A woman is supposed to be kind and lively, but reserved. Next is Erasmus. Basically, he translated the Bible into vernacular, or everyday speech. As a priest, he was disturbed by the corruption in the church and called for reform. He also produced a new edition of the Greek Bible. Rabelais was a Greek scholar and author. He wrote a book called Gargantua and Pantagruel, which was about two gentle giants. Rabelais was very religious but doubted the organization of the church. And lastly, we have Shakespeare, one of the most famous writers of all time. Between 1590 and 1613, he wrote 37 plays that are still being performed today. Here's a fun fact. More than 1,700 words appeared for the first time in his writing. They all enriched the English language greatly. We hope you enjoyed our presentation about Renaissance writers. The end.